Welcome back to another episode of the No Pop Wrestling Podcast. We're gonna actually have one of them at the end of this video. We're gonna debate every episode we do now, guys. Get used to it. We're gonna try to incorporate a little segment called Pop or No Pop.
No pop.
So we're gonna get to that at the end of today's video. But we're gonna be recapping Monday Night Raw. We kind of talked about it a little bit beforehand before we started recording. Kind of a meh episode of Monday Night Raw, which is a little bit kind of to be expected, especially coming after the Raw after WrestleMania. You kind of had all your
All of the
debuts and
adrenaline,
your
yeah,
call
all
ups.
of the adrenaline is kind of down now,
Yeah. So a little bit of a meh episode, but we started off actually with I guess it was a pre-taped little segment of the Bloodline. I'm assuming
Mhm.
we're back calling it the Bloodline now.
First family.
So that's what I wanted to ask you about, right?
Yeah.
Is that gonna be the new name we're going with, do you think, or not?
I think we're gonna have like some kind of like competition between maybe Roman, the Usos, Jacob, Solo may come over, but I don't know who, that third member could potentially be to be like kind of like quote unquote team Jacob. But yeah, that first family was kind of like he was hinting at something, bro. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it was meant to be said. He said it with enthusiasm. That was literally the last thing he said. So I know, right? First family. So yeah, I mean, potentially, bro, and kind of like to go back off last week's segment when Rome was like, "If you lose, would you acknowledge me?" Like again, is Roman losing? We'll talk about it later, on a later on segment. But first family, I think it means something. What exactly? Not 100% sure though.
Yeah. Yeah, I did think it was interesting that they definitely made it a point, the
Mm-hmm.
whole thing, they did. They really did make that an emphasis to make sure that that we know they're calling
Yep.
it the first family, so we'll see if they run with that or not. I mean, listen, man, I don't think anything is ever gonna beat that bloodline, but,
Yeah.
maybe we'll get used used to them being called the first family, I don't know.
Sound like he
Next, you
running for
had
election or something. First family.
next you had the segment, right? Pretty good segment between Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. They kinda got into this little promo battle right here. I will say this, we gotta kinda have to admit Braun Breaker is definitely getting a little bit more comfortable on the mic,
Mm-hmm.
give and take. It's hard with Seth because Seth is also very good on the mic as well. One thing, and I kinda wanna get your take on it too, should we have Paul Heyman more of a mouthpiece? I
Doing the
mean,
talk, yeah. Mm-hmm.
why is my guy always just in the back? Whether it's the Vision now or it's them, like, he's letting Logan Paul cut his own promos, like, I don't know, man, Paul Heyman just does something when he helps these guys cut promos as well.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
what do you think
mean,
about
Paul
that?
Heyman's not going to always be there. You know what I'm saying? So eventually these guys are going to have to,
True.
jump into the deep end on their own, But I feel like Paul is basically like watching them take over because it's nothing like having Paul Heyman as a mouthpiece. I just feel like Bron Breaker, for like the guy that he is, his voice or like, maybe his tone or something, it doesn't fit, the guy that he is or something, man. Or maybe because he cracks
Really?
jokes. Yeah, bro. It's to me like when Roman talks, you get like you get like I don't know, bro. Like all eyes are on Roman when Roman speak, bro. Maybe it's his voice or maybe you know what I'm saying. But like when Braun talks, it's kind of more like maybe it's faster pace. I don't know. It's just something about like I feel like it doesn't match the
Mm,
intensity that he is. When I hear Braun Breaker, I mean some Braun Breaker promos, I feel the intensity, but yesterday it was more like he was mocking Seth Rollins. So I didn't take it as like one of those serious promos. I took it more of like this is why I turned on you. And, every time you came out here, you were talking about, I'm a revolutionary, I'm a visionary. It was like him joking like that. Brock Lesnar wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Roman Reigns would do it.
except Lesnar did throw some comedy in there, if we remember, with the whole Bobby Who thing. You
I mean,
remember that?
yeah, old school Brock Lesnar. How about that? But then again, old school Brock Lesnar kind of had his moments too. So maybe I'm being a little bit hard on Braun Breaker, bro. Maybe I'm being just a tad bit hard on him. And the thing is, like, Braun Breaker is 100% champion material, bro. Like 100%, bro. Like, I don't know why I feel like I'm like 10% not sold on him, bro. And I feel like that 10% is just like it's bugging me, bro, and I really don't know what it is.
You know why I think though, bro? And I kinda feel a little bit of a way about this as well. I think it's rushed, right? Because we had the injuries and stuff like this, and I
Mm-hmm.
feel like we just put it right back into the spotlight, and we're not really giving it any time to, like, build or, like, get used to, like, Braun
Yeah,
in
like I
this
didn't expect
spotlight.
him versus Seth Rollins to happen at Backlash. Like,
Yeah,
maybe a tag match or something, but like them two, like how long are they gonna go with it? Like eventually it's gonna, eventually you get to the point where you run through the roster, like you're not gonna be able to keep Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns this far apart. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But I feel like it's way too soon for that. But like once you beat Seth Rollins, who's next? Shout out to Goldberg. Like real talk, bro. Like who's next? Once you beat Seth Rollins, well, maybe go through CM Punk, but after that, bro, like it's straight to Roman. If we just talking about the hierarchy on Monday Night Raw, because like if you were to talk about the top 5 guys, 4 out of the 5 is Roman, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Braun Breaker. Like those are 4 biggest stars on Monday Night Raw. I mean, am I missing somebody?
Maybe Oba
Now,
now.
is Jacob on Raw now? Like, I don't know. Buddy been on both shows, but like, if
Yeah.
he was to beat Seth Rollins, I feel like, bro, you got CM Punk, and then you got Roman. So like,
And he
I
already
don't know.
lost to CM Punk.
Yeah, he already lost a Punk. So I mean, I don't know, bro.
It's tough. It is tough when you put guys in this predicament, like you said, because there's a cap, right? Like you just said, if you go after like that's the whole thing about after Mania, right? We had the whole little, separate promos between Oba and Roman. And what did we say? We said,
I
man,
forgot
that is
Oba.
too soon, man. That
Yeah,
is too
forgot
soon.
Oba.
Because if Oba went after Roman, like that, there's nothing past Roman right now.
Mm-hmm.
So like Roman is literally the final boss, no pun intended. The final
Right.
boss. He
Yeah.
but but, like, for Braun Breaker and that just gives up the dilemma right there too, because Seth has been losing a lot lately, my man.
Mm-hmm.
So, then you go ahead and what, Seth loses again? But if Braun loses again, like, the whole kinda
Yeah.
dominant build that we've been
Mm-hmm.
trying to give is kinda
It's almost
diminished
it's
now.
almost like sometimes they put these guys in the box, kind of like Gunther. Like
Correct.
sometimes like it will hurt more if these guys were to lose. Like
Yeah.
Braun Breaker
Yep.
coming off this injury and taking the L, like what happens with the Vision? Is the Vision just going to continue to follow behind him with taking L's? And then Seth Rollins, like you say, man, like Seth Rollins been losing matches kind of like left and right. So like, what does it do to like his stocks? As far as
Mhm.
being one of the top guys on the roster.
I was talking about the Vision real quick. They kind of separated, Braun from the Vision, right? This was all one group at one point, and
Mm-hmm.
now Logan Paul and Austin Theory are kind of doing their own thing. Obviously, they're going to be heading up against the Street Profits for the titles, right? I'm assuming that's going to be the
Yeah.
the initiative here, and I don't know if that's going to be the match added at Backlash or not. But do we just end it here? You get what I'm saying? Like if they're already starting to open up the door to separate Braun from the Vision, do we just have the Street Profits beat Logan and Austin Theory at Backlash? Is that the path we go down?
I
Because
mean,
Braun Breaker is the single star, man. He
mm-hmm.
is that single star. And what
Yeah.
more do you do with the Vision?
I
I
feel
feel
like the
like
Vision kind of lost cause, bro. Like we also missing like Bronson Reed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, like as unfortunate as it sounds, I just feel like because they were injury prone, it kind of killed the whole momentum of that group, bro. Like that group, you know, again, we don't know the original plans for
yeah.
for those guys, but man, bro, like it was one injury after another, and I just feel like they just lost all the steam, bro. Like just have Braun. as a Brock Lesnar, as a Paul Heyman guy. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it moving.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I don't know what they're gonna do,
Because what is he doing
especially.
for Logan Paul and Austin Theory? Like, honestly, what is Paul Heyman's help going towards? Like, you get what I'm saying, bro? Like, when you think of Paul Heyman guys, like Austin Theory and Logan Paul, like, nah.
It made sense with the group, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, behind the scenes, Paul Heyman is a magician, right? Like, he's an actual genius back there when it comes to, like, helping, talent and stuff like that develop or whatever, so I am sure that it is helping them, by
Yeah.
pairing them up, but as far as on-screen work, like, Paul Heyman's not cutting their promos for him anymore, so it's
Mm-hmm.
a little different. It's a
And
little
maybe it's the
different.
chemistry too, though, bro. Like, I just don't really get chemistry from this group. You know, like you
Yeah.
could tell Evolution had chemistry. These guys were driving around, together, town from town, night in, night out. Like who like
It's different now, man.
it's
That's so
different
different
now.
now.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro? And plus they don't have like a vet leader. Like what we gonna learn from Bron Breaker? He got in there the same
Well,
time y'all did.
Seth was
Seth
that
was.
that
He
that was
was.
that
But they
guy,
don't
and
but they
then
don't have it no more. So it's just like who's the leader? Like, how can a leader be not trying to be funny, but this brand new guy to the roster too?
yeah.
Like, how does that work? But I mean, we just gotta wait and see.
Wait and see, wait and see. Speaking of that, though, we did have the debut on Monday Night Raw for Joe Hendry. Pretty funny segment. I mean, Joe. We can't big up Joe Hendry too much over here, but as far as the segment was, I think it's good to have sometimes like a little break in Monday Night Raw, right? We got the
Mhm.
3 hours. Apparently, SmackDown's going back to 2 hours soon, which thank you. 3 hours on SmackDown sometimes
Yeah,
was
especially
was
on
a
the
little
Friday,
tough.
it's rough.
It was rough, and, but I'm happy that sometimes they have a little break in the Monday Night Raw, and to have a guy who can go out there and have the old school kinda like rock concerts that we used to
Hmm.
have with The Rock, and
Yeah,
he's kinda picking up that gimmick a little bit. I'm okay with it. It was a funny segment. Logan Paul did his thing afterwards and just kinda crashed out, and then you had the Street Profits come in, so I'm sure that's gotta be the Backlash match, if not after the Backlash match. We'll see. I mean, dude, W I was just trying to think of the other day, after Backlash, what do we got? Money in the Bank? That's probably the next one?
May June. Yep,
Oh,
June.
Clash,
Yeah,
Clash in Italy.
Clash,
That's what it is.
Clash, and then yep, Clash is in June. Money in the Bank is in July. SummerSlam's August. Yeah.
Yep. Alright. So, yeah, gearing up soon. We could just quickly touch on it because I just think it's one that should have probably ended at WrestleMania. You had another segment where Liv Morgan took out Stephanie Vaquer. Interest level in a rematch for me personally, I seen it. Liv got the victory. Let's start turning the wheels here. Thankfully, we did a little bit with the Roxanne and Liv
Roxanne
Morgan
thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
segment
We
in the
kind of
back.
yeah, they kind of planting seeds. You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Let's get
Yeah.
that going.
Yeah,
That's
they
kind of
definitely planting seeds, bro. I mean, that's a new feud. It sucks that like, I mean, I like Stephanie Vaquer, bro, but again, man, I just feel like it's just always something about the international stars, bro. They
Yep.
don't really get. And Stephanie Vaquer should definitely still, me personally, she should still be the champion. That's just my personal opinion. We've had times and times of Liv Morgan being champion. Liv Morgan was a crown. She won crown jewels. Yeah, she won a crown jewel. You know what I'm saying? So we've had periods of Liv Morgan on top. I don't think that it was needed. Like even just her in a feud with Roxanne Perez, it doesn't need to have the title hanging around it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that could just be a good feud by itself. Maybe Stephanie Vaquer is injured because like the way they attacked her on Monday Night Raw, I want to say Michael Cole made an announcement saying like she hurt something. So when they say like, oh, this was hurt, like, and I got to do a little bit more research on it, bro. But I mean, my interest level is probably not really there, especially like with the movement that they're going. Maybe, maybe if it is a rematch, Stephanie wins, and then they listen to kind of what I'm saying and just have Roxanne and Liv just go at it by themselves, and then Stephanie can still hold the because again, that doesn't that title, if that's the case, is gonna be trapped in this Judgment Day feud for X amount of time. And
Correct.
I can just see that happening. Like, I don't think the title needs to be trapped in the Judgment Day feud between Liv and Roxanne. That title can be, defending it over here while that still happens, because that's still gonna be money. Living and Roxanne is gonna be good. Put it for the title, maybe it's a little bit more interesting.
I was
But
just gonna say, yeah.
but can you see Roxanne winning that belt though? That's the
I
thing.
can.
Like, I can't,
Bro,
bro.
she got a huge reaction last night,
Yeah,
by the
that's
way.
that,
I
that's
mean,
because she was in her hometown. They were
it
in
doesn't
Laredo,
matter.
Texas.
She gets good reactions anywhere. I think her
See,
momentum's building, but she also is one that faced some injuries, right? So she had to be off TV for a little while. And again, momentum is a huge thing, bro. What do we say? Like momentum, right? Like Liv Morgan going into WrestleMania, all the momentum in the world, bro. They gave her her own music video. She produced her own new theme song. Like obviously they were kind of stamping that as that's going to be the direction we go. I think the main question, not so much Stephanie, right? She's great and she's over. People love Stephanie. But I think kind of the most intriguing part of having Liv be the champion is the Judgment Day dynamics. When do we end the Judgment Day? I think that's the biggest question. And maybe maybe that's the direction we finally get.
yeah, I mean, the Judgment Day doesn't have any. This makes like they got superstars. Don't get me wrong, but they're like a prominent leader. Like, I'm not looking at Dom as the leader. I'm not looking at Liv as the leader. I mean, if anything, she would be the leader. She's a women's world champion, so she would be the leader of the group.
Who would you have said that the original leader was? Edge? I mean, he lasted all of a month as the
I
leader.
mean, but I feel like you had pure, like, oh, I'm the leader. Yeah, so it went from Edge to Damian Priest to Finn Balor, and like now it's.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, bro, Damian would especially when he had the world championship, bro. Like, I mean, he wasn't the greatest, bro, but like he was the leader. Like, now you really can't say, oh, this is the leader of the Judgment Day.
I get it. I get it. I think that's the most intriguing thing we got, though, as far as the women's division on Raw, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else? I don't
Unless
know.
Stephanie takes the IC belt from Becky, like that's the only like make. But whatever, bro. Whatever. I just feel like it's been the same songs over there on Monday Night Raw with the champions that they've been having, and like I was a fan of Stephanie having that belt.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna kind of gloss over the IC kind of mix thing right now. I think we're just heading for a fatal four way, probably at Backlash. If not Backlash, maybe in Clash. I think you're just gonna get the fatal four way, right? It's probably gonna be Javon, Ethan Page, Penta, and Rusev
Mm-hmm.
for that IC title. And if that's added to Backlash, obviously that's going to be part of our prediction video. So we'll kind of just
I already
hold that
got a
for now.
prediction of who I think will win that match, like straight up. I think we probably on the same page, no pun
Yeah.
intended. But yeah.
Moving on. Let's get to the show closer, right? Because I'm gonna be honest, man. For some strange reason, obviously we both agree we think Roman is going to get the W at Backlash. I don't think that's not ruining our predictions. I think everybody can see this happening, right? I mean, he just won the title at Mania. I don't see any possible chance, way, shape, form that he ever loses in his first defense, especially now with the bloodline, right? They're back together. There's going to be interference in the match. There's going to be ba 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 ba. But man, am I so happy that Jacob Fatu is finally getting that main push that I think was well deserved, because I think he kind of got screwed within being entangled with the whole Damian or Drew
Drew
McIntyre and Cody
McIntyre.
Rhodes situation. Because Jacob Fatu came back during that steel cage match where Drew
Mm-hmm.
won, right? And it kind of
Mm-hmm.
just got back shadowed to that whole thing, because then Cody ended up going after Randy, right? And then we had the whole thing with Drew and Jacob, but that was kind of like almost like a side quest, right? Like that
Yeah.
was kind of like an afterthought. We'll just have them in a street fight at WrestleMania. I'm happy Jacob's getting the shine, and man, am I happy that it's kind of feeling like the old school bloodline again from 3 years ago. Oh man, I could tell by that you're feeling different, and I want to hear it.
Jay different this time, bro. Like, you can't go from being the man behind. You get like Jay. You've been world heavyweight champion, bro. So like, it's just hard for that man to just follow suit now, bro. I just feel like, and Jimmy. is kind of playing the fence. He like, man, like I feel what Jacob talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like I want
Yeah.
that too. So I
Mhm.
feel like I feel like they will never be as tight as they originally were. You just can't go back off of what happened in the past, bro. You just can't do that, man. But it's WWE. They tend to forget a lot of stuff that
Just gonna
generally
say that.
happens, bro. So let's just
Yeah.
go ahead and say that. But on the other hand, man, like it's not gonna be what it used to be. I just feel like it won't even last that long, bro. Like my in the perfect world, it would be dope to see Roman, the Usos, Solo, and Jacob on the same side. That would be dope. But my question to you is, how do you get there? And I just like Solo over there on SmackDown with the MFTs, right? They keep bringing his name up. His name is being brought up a lot, but if Solo was to come and help Jacob, does that turn him babyface or does he stay a heel? You get what
But
I'm
they
saying?
I get it. I get where you're coming from as far as, like, what side of the fence that everybody's gonna land on. Here's the thing, though. The link was just this past Friday with Jacob and Solo in that segment with the Usos behind them. It's like, bro, they're we know how the bloodline segments work, right? Like, this is their blueprint for 3, 4 years. They utilize a lot of resources in the bloodline storyline when Roman is at the helm. We know this, right? We're going to slowly start to get this build. I feel like each and every week the pieces are going to form into that cinema, right? That we all loved when we finally had those breakthrough moments between that original bloodline group. I think we can get there because we're already getting the seeds planted on SmackDown with Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga wants nothing to do with Solo Sikoa.
Mhm. Yeah.
So easy. MFT's flip on Solo.
Mhm. We
Solo
go to the
runs back
bloodline.
to the old OTC, baby. I think it's there.
Yeah, I think it's there. I think it's there, bro. My thing
You're not
is
feeling it, and I'm not happy
it
about it.
no. It's not that I'm not feeling it, bro. It just gotta make sense, man. And what I mean by make sense, like I need guys like Drew McIntyre. I need guys like LA Knight. I need guys like when he come back, KO. Like I need guys like these guys to come back and be like, nah, bro, we can't let this happen again.
You
Y'all
just said it right there.
seen
LA Knight, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes. Unfortunately, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes are not on good terms right now. But those are the main 5. If we're talking like a war game
like war
scenario,
games. I
those are
mean,
the main 5 that have had a intermingled feud with the bloodline since the jump.
my thing is, like I know this ain't real. I know this ain't. I know this is scripted. But if these wrestlers let these guys form this group and they face like and you can tell LA Knight kind of on some like, bro, like y'all not about to go run back. So LA Knight is kind of already like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like he about to get scraped sooner or later. Like they about to turn on him or wherever the case about to be, bro. But
Yeah.
I just need like I just can't have the bloodline just come back just willy-nilly like this, bro. Like y'all was supposed to have hit lists. Y'all was supposed to make sure that this never happens again. And this is about to happen again, bro. But we forgot CM Punk though. Like CM Punk might have to take the place of like either Cody or Randy, depending on what side they on. But like this, it just can't happen, bro. It can't happen. Like maybe I don't want it to happen, bro. But like, and I rock with the bloodline, bro. But it gotta make sense. How the freaking I know family fight, and that's probably gonna be the main thing that they gonna say. Family fight, this, and this.
You keep talking about making sense. I think the ultimate makes sense here, and we're gonna leave it at this little cliffhanger. Maybe we make a little separate video on this because I actually love to dive into your thoughts on this. How do we make this make sense? We are coming off of WrestleMania. 1 year from this WrestleMania is WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. what is the matchup that
Well,
the
Rock and Roman.
WWE and TKO have wanted for 3 years now? We are finally back with a bloodline situation after basically 2.5 years now since Cody, took the belt away from him.
Mhm.
We can get there, but we need, like you said, need it to make sense. It needs to, like, culminate to the head where, like, bro, like, this is must see TV because The Rock has already done damage, right? The way he
Yeah.
left, he did serious damage to a lot of storylines and never concluded those storylines. But man, oh man, would that be the ultimate finish?
Yeah, give me that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if we trying to build up to Rock Roman, cool, cool, cool. Like if we trying to build up to Rock and Roman, then I wouldn't complain about it, bro. And I'm not even complaining about it. But this is where, like, again, we're not gonna keep this long. This is where at the time that we're gonna ask y'all: is the bloodline coming back? Is that a pop or no pop? Now I'm gonna go ahead and answer all by saying it's a pop. Believe it or
Yeah.
not, bloodline coming back, that's a pop. But it gotta be done right. Don't rush it. It gotta be done right, bro. Because again, we missing some key factors in this, bro. Sami Zayn played a prominent role in this bloodline stuff, bro. He really, really did. He's
He
a
did.
huge piece of this bloodline stuff, bro. So you don't even have Sammy in it. So it's just like, it just gotta be as good as the original. But I'm trusting WWE though, bro.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a pop as well, but man, oh man, I don't know if we can ever get Sami Zayn back in the bloodline after now being degraded to the gingerbread man. Like,
They wouldn't even let him lay that down in the bloodline, bro.
bro, Trick Williams has ruined that man.
Man, killing that
Uh,
man, bro, for real. And Trick is money right now. That's another video for another day, man. But again, in the comment section below, let us know: bloodline return. Is it a pop or no pop? Anything left for us, bro?
that's it, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys also turn on the post notification bell if you guys are new around here, so that way you don't miss any time we upload. And you got your boy Dylan,
That's your boy Break.
and we're out.
Peace.
Peace.